Well, Jane, challenger fadan is not folly that. So, these can couple focal raw. Ach, need dolem gur ga either raw, mar ta should rate Homasan, Rome, ag an wachtaran agus the Getio, agus the Shemus Hini. So, she know the anime na and don live. Martian Hain, I can't stop myself from saying the couple focal all the same. I can share that ha na. When I went in there today, I saw a poem that I had. See, I have 2 poems in the book, but I saw one of them that I had forgotten I had written, and it was called A Cohu Liniv. And there's a little gloss on the side, like there used to be in the manuscripts in the old books. And the little gloss is Scrita fe yau agus me adol a cohu linivelle. Because the poem is called Feeding the Child, and it just so happened that I was going off to feed the other child immediately afterwards. So for me, it's a real capsule, time capsule. And I think the book is a time capsule. It's a capsule of a time which, if you try to write that book, get that book together again now, correct me, Theo, if this and Jean, I don't think you could if you tried now, because there's a particular spontaneity about it, a spontaneous exuberance about it that had to do with the fact that we knew nothing at the time about being artists or anything like that. We were just making it up as we were going along. And that's a great quality in that book that I noticed today. Agus is stoilm tasulicum willing cart me all shin. So ni me enrodella ach an dana lev ta dan elle leheminish. This poem is called Dove. I'll say a few phrases in English to kind of put it in in a kind of a frame. The first thing is I've had to always begin to say this in English when I read this poem, because there have been so many misunderstandings by, let's call them Anglos, about this poem, who've said, oh, that's a racist poem. The fact is, the word dove in Irish has absolutely no racist connotations whatsoever, because the word for black people in Irish is gorum, blue. You know, and so, well, that's the one thing I want to say. The second thing is, the poem is a play on dove agus bon. And white is mostly a positive thing in Irish. You know, Malani Bugabana, Mavochalin Bon, my white-headed boy. But there's one place where it's very negative, and that's where land is born. When we were translating De Bella Gallico into Irish in secondary school, we used to translate Vesto Vastari as bon and bonim. But I wasn't emotionally developed enough to realise the real implications of that word until much later, being down in West Kerry, where my aunt's husband and I were looking at the townlands, and he was telling me when their people came to that certain townland, and it was 1862, and he said, well, first the Shays came and they got the best place in the village, and then we came, we got the second best place in the village. And I said, a carif nadina ella, can I have garaw varabus tachtan agus duche Vianart Galer Bon. The place was desolate. It was the result of the famine. And it was only then that I knew the real connotations, this negative connotation to the word bon. So the poem is all a play between those different connotations. Dove, hitam Srebrenica, an enola ul, minil nediag neakasukuig, or end of the wine ella. I realised much later that the dove is the pistol shots, or the gun shots. I'm going to steal. Sheikh Gurbea ta an na gunny a maroon na Dove. Is lá dove seo, tá spare dove, tá aige dove, tá na Gardini dove, tá na cream dove, tá na cnic dove, tá na busna dove, tá na corna a thugan na páistí scoil maidin dove, tá na siopí dove, tá vinóga dove, tá na sráidna dove is ní le daoine é. Tá na nuachtáin a dhéalan go cailín dove go bhfuil an folkláidir dove. Tá an dab dove, tá an gair dove, tá capalúdaí bhráthigh dove, tá gach choréanna scinan amachas an alta dove. An cuireadh go bheith heastamach do go náil ar an tréad a ní heisceach daoine smóda, mar tá na cuireadh ar fad dove. Tá na prátaí dubh, tá na tarnapaí dubh, tá gach bileo cabáiste chuir fá síos a dán corpáin dubh, tá an saspan dubh, tá an kittal dubh, tá gach táin corcáin ag sa go Paultí libáin dubh. Tá na Catlachaigh dubh, tá na Protestúntaigh dubh, tá gach na Serbigus na Croataigh dubh, tá gach ilechinne a hiúil na grúmta na crinne an bhaidin gubh sa Saoirigh dubh. Tá na politicúirí ar sciube is iad a buint na gostas na nervaldá chéile ag iarach ar na líran nach fada go meach gach dubh na gheall. Is an té a lóthach a bhí sneachtó, nó a cheadach a méid a déireann siad, níor bhiste do béidir an ceiste chuir a banabála go híalíonn sé seo níos nach méid in scach do fréise ach seall. Ach ní dhéanata, mar táimse dubh, tá mo chrí dubh, is mintin dubh, tá mabharc ar feig réan mar airt dubh, tá an dubh istigus a mágam cúin. Mar gach pís a gúil nó sméir nó árne, gach dain nó díal nó daradéal, gach clitah ag bhara nó íochttar bha an broige, gach uibh nó cáin nó páiltóine, gach díalgáin dain nach logan ar nóchas, táim dubh, dubh, dubh. Mar tá Srebrenica cahar an airigid, argantáir na laidne, bán. Gur mágad.